Hi, I'm Ben O'Keefe from MoveOn.org's The O'Keefe Brief. I'm standing just outside New York's LaGuardia Airport with more than 1,000 community members, clergy, elected officials, and workers who are fighting today in the spirit of Dr. Martin Luther King against the injustice and inequality that's taking place in airports across the country. Today, in the spirit of Dr. King, we'll engage in large-scale civil disobedience, risking arrest and some cold weather to make a bold call for change. Assemblyman Wright, you've been arrested several times standing up for your rights and for the rights of others. How does it feel again to be out here today risking arrest for these workers and their lives?
Listen, there's nothing glamorous, nothing sexy about being arrested, nothing cute about it. But when you do it and you do it for a cause and you do it for justice and you do it for other people, it's the right thing to do. On Dr. King's birthday, he was fighting for the justice for sanitation workers. Today, I'm fighting for the justice for airport workers.
So you are 92 years old and you are still working.
You're working 40 hours.
And so did that inspire you today to be out here with your fellow workers?
Yes, it did.
Is there a memory about Martin Luther King? Is there a march or a time where you remember watching? And
I remember the time when he was about to, he said he had a dream. He had a dream.
So you were there for the I Have a Dream speech. What was your first thought after? Did you think that that would be a speech that would inspire generations to come?
I never thought it would, but it did happen. Because Martin Luther King was one of the great fighters. And I think he would have continued to be out here like I am today.
Now we're going to go back over to David Tucker, who is standing by in Washington, D.C. David has been an airport worker for over 53 years. David?
When I started there, things were different. I mean, I was making $1.75 an hour, but with benefits at that time. That's 53 years ago. And now I'm worked there and making $3.77 an hour, in some cases no benefits. So I'm here today in support of the airport workers at $15 an hour. It's very hard to live on $3.77 per hour.
Would you face arrest?
I would face arrest if it comes to that, in support of the $15 for the airport workers, yes.
One of the reasons I'm here is because this is Martin Luther King weekend, and I hope we all remember that Martin Luther King was in Memphis and why he was in Memphis. He was in Memphis for workers that in their own way are like these workers. They were terribly mistreated in their wages and working conditions.
Airport workers on the attack! What do we do?
I have 2 children and I'm almost 30 years old, and there's things that I would like to accomplish in my life that I cannot accomplish on $10.10 an hour. It makes me feel powerless and almost inadequate as a person, as a parent. You should be able to support yourself and your family to do just basic things. Everyone doesn't have to be rich, we just want to live. That's just the bottom line.
It's something that we deserve. It's something that should have been done a long time ago, and it's something that should start now, like today.
We can't win it! We can't win it! Walker! Howard! Walker! Howard! Walker! Howard!
When you're talking about justice, when you're talking about marching with brothers and sisters and demonstrating and getting arrested with them, there's an inner peace that you have. You're doing something for the right reasons. And anytime you can help those folks that are, let's say, less fortunate or that require justice and equity and fairness, that's really what Dr. King's message was all about. And I'm, walking on air right now because it's doing it for the right reasons.
Our day may be coming to a close, but the fight has just begun. In his letter from Birmingham jail, Martin Luther King said that justice delayed is justice denied. So if you were moved by what you saw today, then don't delay. It's time to let airlines and their contractors know that American workers won't stand for low standards and poverty wages.
Airport workers on the attack! What do we do?